Okay, let's go. More traps, perhaps. Oh fuck. Okay, this is... it's gonna be an illusion. Surely. Ooh, what's that? Epidemic of fire. That sounds awesome. Soul jar. Illusionist soul jar. Man, this... oh. This is gonna be risky, but... right, let's try the gold. Fuck it. Yay! Actual gold. Purging wand. Unlocks skill vampirism. Source vampirism. Ah. So that's like the stuff that the magisters were using, I'm guessing. Ooh, what's this? It's a dagger. Well, it's not much use, I'm afraid. I'll have to sell it. Crippling blow, I've already got that. More gold. I'll leave the soul jars for last. That's good. Plate mail of Brachus. Better not be tainted as well. Oh shit. You. I can't remember what voice I gave this guy. You made it all this way. Why did you want to keep me out? Tears sprang into both his eyes and rolled down his cheeks in steady streams. I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Brachus, cursed to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar. I can't leave here as long as it's inside. What'd you do? I don't rightly... now. Spelling error. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception. His favour was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is the reason. Yeah, he kind of deserves it. I'm not sure I want to help him. Thank you. Well, he suddenly changed his tune once I realised I could make it here. I'm not sure. I mean, he was an asshole, but he was probably just fucking bored. Right, let's try these ones. I might enter into combat, but that's fine, it's more XP. Soldier stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within you can almost hear the whisper of a voice. You see, or rather you feel, a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight, a body, dead, but you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Brachus Rex melting before you. The memories of a necromancer. Ah, right, so these are all... it's kind of like Withermoor. So these are people that were trapped. I mean... I think oh, you can actually take the jar. Can absorb the soul. I guess I could take the jar and decide later what I want to do. Huh. Okay. This jar glitters and glows. From within you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter. With a jerk your mind is pulled into a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the centre of the room, joking as all around roar with laughter, all bar the zombies who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens and a tall beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. So this is another necromancer. He was just using zombies as like slaves. The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim you can barely make out the word Gratania. As soon as your skin touches the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendour, silks, fine foods, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. You see her throw her head back. You hear her laughter echo in your skull. A shadow falls across her and you see a large weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Brachus pulls her away. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret or just sadness for a life that used to be? I mean, that's just another necromancer who I think she was planning to change her ways towards the end, but she was murdering children before, so she seems a bit fucked up. And last but not least, the jar before you glows with a blue light. Its appearance flickers and changes. It is at once a brightly coloured motley and then a deep grey. You hear roaring laughter and shouts, then the hush of silence. You think you can hear quiet choking sobs from within. Right. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a beautiful palace court. It's filled with cheers, but you can almost taste the fear in the room. You see a jester prance in the court. He casts illusions, playing to his master's cruelty by picking on the weakest in the room. He lives for the laughter and applause. The scene spins, a new face, a new fool to make his master laugh. Don't worry, he's told. You'll always have your place. The door closes and you see the illusionist in the dark of this dungeon. He's alone, surrounded by gold and deathly silence. See, he was definitely not as bad, it seems. Ugh. Right, so just because he didn't seem as bad as the other ones, I'm gonna try smashing it. Absorbing it sounds so weird. But I think that's maybe something to do with the source points. But I don't even have any. I'm still muted because I haven't managed to get the collars off, so fuck it, let's try it. Got loads of XP, so he's gone. Let's have a look in here. The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this is what was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark. The fuck? Huh. It's just brought Scarlet though. Okay. Shall we look? Someone here. Relic. The helmeted figure before you slowly turns to face you. He raises his weapon, a great ethereal sword, and rushes forward ready to strike you. Fucking asshole. The figure plants a foot before you and swings his sword in one powerful direct strike. You counter the blow and send the figure back a few paces. He springs forward again faster this time, ready to strike a second blow. I'm gonna sidestep. The figure charges you head on, ready to plunge the sword into your chest. As he charges, he suddenly evaporates into aether, passing through your body. Deep, dark, cold blooms in every particle of your body. The figure materializes behind you and grabs your head with one hand, pressing the sword to your throat with the other. If you so much as breathe too suddenly, it will slice your jugular with ease. You are to be my champion? I have no idea what you're talking about. The divine is dead, void woken haunt the night. Do you think I would let our people, suffer so deeply without intervening? I chose you to be my champion, but it seems I've chosen wrong. I'm merely mortal, you're something else. Not all of our enemies are of the flesh. You will have to do battle with as many spectres as men if we are to survive. He lowers his sword, releases you from his grasp and turns you to face him. I wonder if I've made a mistake in you. What are you talking about? Recognize me. You are my champion, and I am your god. He lifts his visor. Two deep green eyes fix you in their stare. In an instant you know you are speaking to Relic, god of all humans. Well, I didn't know that. Why you brought me here? You have brought yourself. This gives me hope. I see a spark in you, the beginnings of a fire that may blaze our path back to preeminence in Rivalon. This is why I have chosen you to lead humankind back towards divinity. This is why you are my selected, my God woken. What do you mean? Let me show you. A great surge of power arrests your heart, your mind. When it passes, you feel ecstatic, replete. What's the power? This is a powerful spell. Only one like you can wield it. One marked for greatness. One who can either rise to this great task or let her people fall in ruin. What do you want me to do? Your purpose will be great, but the first step is simple. Escape the grasp of those who would do you harm. You and you alone must safely leave this place. You and you alone must rise above the reach of minor men. Yeah, I've made friends. I'm not the only of the 7 seeking a champion, my child. Your friends may have been similarly summoned by powers that threaten the very existence of our race. Cast his gaze over the war below, where God fights God in a relentless, bloodiless battle. So that's what's going on. Times have changed. The gods are at war. The victor will choose the terms of peace. If you fail, our race may well be lost. A father knows when he must trust in his children and when he must intervene. I know that you will succeed if you choose it. Do not disappoint me. Fucking hell. Your party looks at you curious. They can tell something in you has changed. I went to a strange place. I met a figure. I don't know who it was. The figure gave me a blessing. Demonstration, please. So, is it just her that learned it? Yeah. Man, she's so full of shit. Okay. Bless target character or surface. I'm still muted. Could have helped with that. Fuck. Right. I need to figure out how to get rid of these fucking necklaces. I assumed it would be something to do with the source hunters. Maybe they can help. Oh well, that's that. Not sure why I helped that asshole, but there we go. I've definitely got that one, eh? Yeah. Okay. Shit. Why is he constantly burning? I'm telling you, this is cursed as well. It must be. So does that mean he's gonna set on fire whenever I'm in combat if he loses his magic resistance? The armor seems so good though. Keep it for now. If it becomes a problem, then I'll get rid of it. Okay. Low up there. Oh, I'm talking with the wrong character. Up on the ledge before you, a lone lizard woman overlooks the marshes. Her stares as sharp as the bolt eyeing you from atop her crossbow. Stand back and keep your hands off your weapons. Convince me you're no magister, or draw one last deep breath. I've got collar. Yay. She notices your colour and you can see the tension ease out of her martial pose. No, I suppose you don't look like Magister. Those dogs don't leash their own. I apologise for steel-tipped welcome, but lives are at stake. Hold on, I'll light you up. Ah, cool. Come ascend to Sanctuary of Amadea. You'll find you're not the only guest here, but the Great Mother provides for all. Got any stuff to trade? Woohoo! Sweet. Tactical retreat could be handy. Snipe. Ah, double damage is done from stealth. That's quite cool. So you can open with that. Got ricochet, arrow spray, it's an AoE. First aid, marking a target decreases chance of dodge and removes any height advantage. Marksman Fang, fire an arrow that goes straight through enemies. I've got that one. So I want this. And I want that. And I do kind of want that. So the question is, what do I sell? Okay. It's a lot of gold. See if we can get some of it back. Okay. Check over here first. Cool. That skill costs free memory. That's insane. Oh, it needs a source point. Oh. Okay. Right, what can I steal? I can steal that sheet of paper, but not that one. Exeter. A young man paces around a table covered with a spread of maps. His face a tight scowl of frustration. He mutters to himself, seemingly unaware of you. Every escape route blocked. We'll never make it past them alive. Clear my throat. The young man looks up in surprise. His eyes flick over you. You're from Fort Joy, are you? You've picked a hell of a time to escape, sorcerer. The magisters are out for blood. I'm telling these people. We were here on a mission to rescue an important sorcerer named Verdus, but it all went wrong. Verdus. Sounds really familiar. He was more than a sorcerer. He was God-woken, a being with the potential to follow in Lucian's path and become divine. But now, well, we failed him. We were careless. The magisters attacked our old camp. Before we could even make it to Verdus, many seekers died, and we were forced to flee. What's a seeker? We're a brotherhood, sworn to preserve the teachings of Lucian. The world needs source. We strive to safeguard it from those who would see it stripped away. What's the plan? Get out of here, but the magisters, they have shriekers. I thought those things were just tales to scare children, but I saw them for myself and saw what they did. They let out this noise, and then a wave of destruction. I saw seekers clawing out their eyes in agony, screaming until their innards bubbled out of their mouths. Shit. We fled. We had to, or we all would have died. Those things are still out there, blocking the only way to escape. There's source weapons hidden in these camps that might help us defeat them, though. Our leader, Gareth, went to find them. That's the last we saw of him. Wonder if this Gareth fellow failed his mission. It is not was. Gareth's alive, I know it. He's the finest seeker I've ever met. If anyone can get those weapons, he can. I won't give up on him. Gareth, he means to seize the Lady Vengeance from the Magisters. It's their best ship. It sank our own vessel in no time. It's anchored just offshore. If we can take it, we'll get far away from this place. Yeah, I'll help them. I shall help.